and he's got a good win, like you said, over Junkin. So, you know, this guy is showing that he can be in there against top-level guys, and he's going to need that tonight as well.
And Allard has done something on the amateur scene that not a lot of people did. He had a win over series seeding by submission.
Wow, big win right there, too.
So as you'd see the tail of the tape right in front of you, just the 1-year age advantage for Xavier Nash and a 2-inch reach advantage. This one should just be a sensational barn burner here at the Odd at 155 pounds.
Here we go, Kitchener Fight fans. The following contest is being brought to you by 50 Pesos Taco Joint and Food Truck, Endorphins Health and Wellness Center, and Directional Force. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Here are your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and white trunks. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 154.8 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Extreme Couture. He comes to the BTC cage with a record of 3 wins and 4 losses, with 1 win coming by way of submission and 1 big win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Toronto, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Xavier Spartacus Nash. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks trimmed in black. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 155.4 pounds. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist representing Stratford, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He comes to the BTC cage with an even record of 2 wins and 2 losses, with 1 win coming by way of submission and 1 big win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Stratford, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Kris Allard. Referee Matthew Rocca with final fight instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, this BTC lightweight contest will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
Matthew Rocca, the 3rd and final man inside the cage, as we are set for another great bout inside the BTC Fight Promotions at 155 pounds.
Here we go.
Xavier Nash in the black trunks, Kris Allard in the blue.
You see right away, ooh, nice body kick by Xavier. Xavier came out southpaw, but switched. Allard looking for this high crotch takedown here. He's switching off to a double leg. Xavier doing a good job. Xavier might get the back here. Nice takedown.
Great slam as Allard kind of stopped the motion, landed right on the back of his tailbone. But he started that off, that grappling exchange off with the body kick, and he told us in the fighter meetings the body kick would be there, and well, it was.
We got Allard here, he's in half guard. You might be careful, he might give up his back. Oh, he pulls the full guard. Nice regain here of full guard. Now Allard's gonna work off his back, and Xavier, ooh, nice over the top elbow by Xavier.
A big elbow, some nice work inside the half guard by Xavier Nash, a guy that said his jiu-jitsu game was gonna be better than Kris Allard's, and so far so good. And you can just see right now the difference in just muscle mass, and that strength right now has really a big difference in this fight, as Xavier Nash throwing some nice punches.
Yeah, Xavier's doing a nice job. He's posturing up, raining down some punches. Nice hammer fist. He's going for that arm. Allard's going for that arm. Oh, Allard, Xavier pulls out.
Nearly had it, but Xavier saw it at the last minute and pulled the arm out.
A nice attempt by Allard, but Xavier was weary to it. Now might end up with the back here. He's got one hook kind of in. Oh, he's got that arm trap.
Oh, some big punches from Xavier Nash. And Allard, though.
Nice job by Allard.
Yeah, realized that. Got to move, or Matthew Rocca will stop it, and does. And now trying to posture up here.
Watch. He might try to reach through and grab Allard's right wrist. Oh, he goes back here.
Oh, Nash was supposed to fight next weekend, but, gets the call here against Kris Allard early on in his fight camp. So get it done a week early, and he's already off to a great start just 2 minutes into this first round.
Yeah, Xavier's doing a very good job of staying busy on top, and he's not giving him any space, but still doing enough to land some good ground and pound. Allard is going to look to up kick here. Xavier's doing a good job of leading with hip. Nice pass to punch.
Oh, and it's real tough for Allard as well. Nowhere really to go, pinned up against the fence.
That's a nasty spot. You know about that spot now. When we did our little demo, having your head pressed up against there, it sucks.
Yeah, well, and I also have someone over top throwing punches on me. You're taking it light.
Yeah, Xavier doing the right things here, stuffing his head against the cage, making him carry his weight, keeping his hands off the mat, and looking to pound. Allard needs to do exactly what he's doing here. He needs to create that space, but Xavier's doing a great job of just keeping that pressure on him and stacking his legs here.
He's just pouring the pressure on, coming right out. He said he'd also be right in the face of Allard, and he's exactly that. You can see what a healthy Xavier Nash is like, but he may have got himself caught in an unfriendly predicament right here.
Yeah, Allard's looked to throw up that triangle as Xavier threw up the punch, but he might switch off to omoplata here if he can. Oh, no, he lost it.
Just Xavier Nash throws those punches with such ferocity. You can see why his last fight here in BTC against Scott Hudson, who's now our 165-pound champion, went to a split decision because he just gets up right in your face, doesn't care about the name, he just wants to fight.
Yeah, and you know, his record's deceiving. I know he doesn't have the flashiest record, but his skill set is much higher than that.
You also have to wonder, too, how much that injury, that torn labrum, really was affecting those other fights. If you're not 100% healthy, especially a labrum-type injury, you take pretty much all the summer off in the early portions here of 2020, come back healthy and rejuvenated. And look at this ground and pound from Xavier Nash.
Allard's going to look to grab a leg here. He's still got it kind of half-guard trap. There he goes. Now he's got a single leg. But he's underneath here. He's not very strong. He's working his way up.
Oh, great work from Kris Allard to get out from the bottom and pin Nash up against the fence, but has to watch out for that Kimura.
Yeah, he's going for that Kimura. He's got about 40 seconds left here in the first round.
Just putting that weight on the head and the neck and the arm of Kris Allard as Xavier Nash.
This is a spot where if you're Allard, you don't want to hang out. You want to hang out with a single leg with your head the inside. Oh, nice job here. He breaks free and lands some punches.
And Allard then gets some shots off and a good uppercut.
Mouthpiece.
The mouthpiece out of Xavier Nash.
Xavier's starting to brawl here. Oh, both go for the kick.
Both go for the body kicks. Nash takes a seat on the canvas.
And Allard on top here.
Allard trying to get full mount.
He's got almost a topside triangle if he wants here, if he throws that leg underneath, but he's going to run out of time.
And there's the horn, and Kris Allard, who didn't have a great start, but it's not about the start, it's how you finish. Finish that first round off in a flurry.
Yeah, that was a great, I mean, you see underneath Xavier Nash's right eye, it's all swelled up already, landed a big shot. You know, it was all Xavier Nash early, but Kris Allard weathers the storm and finishes the round strong in that last 30 seconds or so. You see the heavy ground and pound by Xavier.
Just a nasty ground and pound with a lot of violence behind it and intentions. And this was that bad spot Allard was in where that great pass from Nash happened.
Yep. Xavier does a really, really good job of just staying on top, staying busy, landing some good ground and pound, not giving him any space. And then here's the last 25 seconds when Allard got up, made the most of it. And you see Nash started to brawl a bit there. You know, wish he'd stay a little bit more technical. You know, he had that round in the books. I still give him the round, of course, but a good finish for Allard. We might get some confidence back going in the second.
Well, Allard may have some confidence, but on Josh, the Gentleman Hill's unofficial scorecard, he is down one round to Xavier Nash, and Xavier Nash walked out to DMX. X gonna give it to, and X definitely brought it in that first round. But Josh, if you're in a fight, and this hasn't happened much to you, but you're dominating the round, and then all of a sudden you get clipped the way that Allard clipped Nash, does that change your psyche heading into the second round?
You know, it can, you know, because you think you're doing so well, and all of a sudden, boom, you know, the tables turn, and it just kind of depends on the fighter's mental strength of, you know, keeping forward and not getting too caught up in it and sticking to the game plan.
Allard looks like he's got a bit of a cut above the forehead as some nice change of level here from Xavier Nash. The big pickup and a slam.
Nice, that was beautiful. Set up, went for a shot, came back up with strikes and ducked back down, got that beautiful double leg. Got the big Matt Hughes slam.
Second slam of the fight for Nash. He just got so much power in his body. Obviously, the upper body's impressive, but that's a lot of leg strength and lower body strength to get that slam.
Yep, and just good technique. You know, his body was underneath him, shot in a nice double. And when you get deep in there, you know, you can pick almost anybody up when you're in the right technique.
As Xavier Nash will work here in the half guard. Once again, pitting up. Allard up against the fence, and that's where he did a lot of his best work in that first round.
Yeah. You know, his corner probably said, go right back to exactly what you were doing. It was working. You're doing great.
Got to be careful, though. Kind of got clipped on an up kick there from Allard.
What I like about Allard, he's on his back for the majority of this fight, but he's dangerous. You know, his up kicks, he's going for submission attempts, sweep attempts. You know, he's not settling here and just, you know, strictly playing just a jiu-jitsu game. He's looking to finish the fight from the bottom.
Well, Allard is a jiu-jitsu guy from Stratford, and I would say jiu-jitsu is the theater of the martial arts, especially with how slick those submissions can come. But Allard is taking some big shots, and he's a little bit cut on the forehead.
Yeah, well, he's eating a lot from Xavier, so that does not surprise me. But he's switching up here. If I was Allard, he's going to look to create a bit of space. He's looking to attack a leg here.
Looking for a knee bar, ankle lock. These are always so tough to get, Josh.
Yeah, they are, especially with MMA when you can punch the face too. You know, that's the best defense sometimes.
And that's exactly what Xavier Nash will do. That's his ground and pound has been working to perfection here in that first round. We'll go right back to it here in the second as Allard looks to flatten out the leg and hyperextend it.
So he's switching off to a reverse mount here. You might see him look to attack maybe, he's looking for a straight ankle lock here.
And there, as you said, he can try to set that submission. If that's jiu-jitsu, he's probably got it.
Go for a knee bar. Here comes the knee bar.
Looking for the knee bar, the Husamar Paul Hollis special.
He's got to bring his hips in. Oh, Xavier's good. He's going for the heel hook now.
Going back the other way, rolling, trying to roll out of this is Xavier Nash.
Oh, he does. Wow, great scramble.
And Nash escapes. Beautiful escape from Xavier Nash.
What a fight between these two, man. This has been very entertaining on both sides here. Great submission attempts from Allard and great ground and pound from Nash.
Allard's very dangerous off his back. I mean, obviously you said setting up the submissions, but his ability to get up and have that flurry at the end of the first, and then Xavier Nash, he's a veteran. He knows what to do to get it right back down. I think that's what's making this fight so interesting.
Yeah, both. This is very, great matchmaking, evenly contested the match with both skill sets here. This is making for a very entertaining fight.
And Kris Allard's also showing that not all jiu-jitsu guys are about the subs. Obviously, we saw him looking for them and have that flurry, but jiu-jitsu guys normally are considered tough guys, but this guy, Kris Allard, is really showing some serious toughness as he's been working in Nash working in his half guard and taking some big ground and pound shots.
Yep. We'll see here. He's got that stack position again. Xavier's just got to be careful he doesn't drop down into a triangle or leave his arm out there because Allard will go for it. He's going for that arm or that knee again here, the leg again. So, but Xavier's wary of it. He does a good job of keeping his weight down, and he might get the back here.
Well, as Allard pops himself up and has 2 points down, it's actually all 4 points. Both hands are down, so no knees or kicks to the head.
Yep. You can knee to the shoulders here, to the body, anywhere except for the head.
As here in the province of Ontario, they follow the original mixed martial arts rules that the state of New Jersey passed back in 2001. And they warn these fighters as well, if you're playing the games with the hands, you get kicked in the head, that's on your own doing.
And as they should, you see so many guys play that game, and then when they lift their hand up and down, it's so hard to control your shots when they're starting to do that. So referees do warn the fighters. They say, if you play the game, it's on you.
Some knees to the back of the thigh from Xavier Nash, trying to get that takedown with approaching 15 seconds left in the second round.
Yeah, another big takedown here would be put a good stamp on this round for Xavier Nash. No, Allard, here it comes. Allard's got that Kimura still. That's what's kind of keeping him at bay. No,
and there's another big slam right on Allard's head. Hammer fist finishing with a flurry is Xavier Nash, and the horn goes, and that'll end the second round.
And that's what it was, going for that Kimura when someone has your back. If you do get it, great, you can get that escape, but when somebody picks you up like that with a big high crotch, you have no arm to post on, you're stuck, and that's where you see Allard landed on his head there.
As you see some of the highlights there of the second round, that was the first slam that we saw in the second round where, once again, Xavier went right up to work, pinned up Kris Allard against the fence, but almost got caught a couple times with that triangle and a near knee bar.
Yeah, some great submission attempts from Allard here. Xavier did a good job of breaking free from them and continuing his work on top. You know, we haven't seen Allard really on top at all. You know, it would be interesting to see if his corner tells, you know, him to get the takedown here and try to work some ground and pound of his own, maybe set up a submission from top side.
And there's that big slam at the end of the second round where Allard was looking for the Kimura and ends up getting dumped right on his head.
Reminiscent of Rose Namajunas and
round
Andrade,
3,
you know, when you go for
Kitchener,
that,
make
you're
some noise for your
giving up
fighters.
body,
Third and final round.
You know, the results can show you get knocked out too.
So we're moments away from the third and final round as both Xavier Nash and Kris Allard get a well-deserved round of ovation here from the crowd here in Kitchener.
You see Xavier going back and forth here already from Southpaw Orthodox.
See if Allard starts to push the pace. Tries the flying knee. Jumps guard, does Allard, but ends up taking on his back.
You know, I love the tenacity from Allard, but again, you know, that flying knee cost him a takedown. Now he's on his back again. Now he's got to work, try and get a sweep, try and get that submission, or work back to his feet. But again, you're on the bottom under Xavier Nash, who lands really good ground and pound.
So I didn't get to ask you there in the between rounds here, Josh. Second round, you go back to Xavier Nash.
You know, more of the same. And you obviously watch the submissions. You know, he's looking to sweep underneath, looking for knees, looking for ankles. But, you know, stay at that top position, stay tight, stay positionally sound, and keep landing that ground and pound. It's working.
So on your scorecard, you have Xavier Nash up 2-0.
You know, that second round was really, really close. You know, it depends how you look at it. Xavier did have more top time, obviously, better ground and pound, but Allard had some really good submission attempts, had Xavier Nash in trouble a couple times. But if I had to lean towards it, I'd probably go towards Xavier Nash.
I think that's interesting as well because I always find guys working from the bottom don't get enough respect from the judges' scorecards.
Agreed.
And Allard had a lot of submission attempts, but I think if anything, that slam at the end really may have solidified the round as Nash looks to pour it on here in the third. Working for that choke yet again, and with some knees as well.
So if I'm in Allard's corner, I'm saying, you know, just to be safe, we're down 2 rounds here. We need to go out there and get the finish. Maybe that's why he came out. Oh, we're going for an anaconda here.
Anaconda choke coming on from Xavier Nash.
He doesn't have the bicep, but I think Allard's weary of it. He's doing the right things. He's turning into it. He's going to end up on top here.
And he turns the position and back to the feet for the second or third time in this fight. Now Allard trying to back down Xavier Nash on the feet.
I think Allard's doing the right thing. He's got to put the pressure on Xavier here.
Taking his time, not rushing anything, is
nice
Kris Allard. As the chants of Kris come from the fan base from Stratford here at the Odd.
Ooh, nice left hand, right hand by Allard. Ooh, both men exchanged it, both landing.
Both men really starting to let the hands go, but trying to save everything. And good combination from Kris Allard.
Ooh, nice.
Good body kick. And pinning up Nash against the fences. Allard with some dirty boxing.
Allard's got to keep him on the cage here.
Nash looks hurt, Josh.
Yeah, Allard's doing a good job of cutting the cage off and keep it out. Xavier Nash against the cage. He's keeping that forward pressure. Xavier shoots.
Takedown stuff for the first time in this fight.
Allard needs to get that right overhook here. If not, he's going to get his back taken. There it is there. Good job.
So finds a way to stop the takedown, does Allard. And as well, Josh, you're starting to wonder, is Xavier Nash getting a little bit fatigued?
Oh, I would imagine. You know, he's thrown a lot of punches in this fight. It's on the feet and on the ground. So, you know, he's spending a lot of energy. But he did the right thing. You know, he started getting hit there a bit there. He pushed him on the cage, grind him a bit here, slow it down.
Trying to grind out the remaining 130 here is Xavier Nash. He wants to use that bigger weight, find a way to take this one back to the ground. There's a great leg trip from Nash.
Yeah, beautiful. He's going to look to take the back here. He does have it. He's both hooks in now.
Both hooks in from Nash.
He's riding a bit high. Allard tries to slam him off.
I think Allard spiked himself there, if anything.
I think he just said, hell with them. Both of us are going for a ride.
That was a beautiful transition to the back, but this being towards the end of the third round, they're both so sweaty and wet that Nash just kind of slipped off there.
Yeah, we got just under 1 minute here. You know, Xavier's going to try and ride this position. Look to maybe flatten him out here. Allard's got to do something here, try and shake a hook off.
Looks like Nash has a good body lock around the midsection of Allard.
Yeah, he's got that over under that seatbelt. So there he goes. He got him flattened now. This is a bad spot for Allard.
With some ground and pound, some hammer fists.
This is probably one of the worst positions to be in when you get flattened out with someone in your back there. Even the pressure alone could really, really hurt your back. I've had guys in the gym tap just from that pressure.
Trying to take the neck here is Nash, but still staying busy. Can he get this choke as we're approaching 10 seconds left in this fight? A great back and forth fight between Kris Allard and Xavier.
Oh, turned into that arm triangle.
Arm triangle position.
I don't think he's going to get it here.
Time runs out on the arm triangle position.
What a
but
great fight.
what a fight. What a performance from both Kris Allard and Xavier Nash.
Wow, what a very, very entertaining fight, back and forth. Much respect to both guys. There you see it there. They're both hugging each other, embracing the respect that each guy has brought to this fight. And wow, tremendous fight.
Well, what a way for us to see our full fight that goes the distance. Already 3 great fights here at BTC 9, the first fight of the new decade. And here are some of the highlights of the third round where
there's an anaconda roll here by Nash.
And then Kris Allard was able to get to the feet and start pressing with some great combinations and the good head kick.
This is where Allard had a lot of success here at that third round. And here comes that final takedown, that outside leg trip, pulls him off the cage, nice.
And just kept working, took the back, and if he had a little bit more time, may have had that arm triangle choke, but time ran out. And Josh, on your scorecards, how do you see this one playing out?
You know, that was an amazing fight, but you know, I give that fight to Xavier Nash.
What do you got, at 30-27 then? Yeah.
You know, you could possibly give the last round to Allard, you know, just from the damage on the feet. You know, he had him hurt. He was pressuring forward, maybe 29-28, but I think overall it's going to be a decision nod for Xavier.
Well, I think it was such a great fight. Kris Allard showed what a lot of guys normally don't when they get taken down. They kind of just lay there and stay, wait for the round to be over. He was working for submissions, worked his way up to his feet, and Xavier Nash, a healthy Xavier Nash, is definitely a problem at 155 pounds.
And so is Allard. You know, I can't wait to see this guy fight again because he showed a lot of good skills, and he's very, very tough, durable, and you know, obviously he's going to learn from this and get better. But yeah, very, very impressive.
So once again, Xavier Nash, a fight in BTC, goes the distance. We'll find out if he's the winner or if Kris Allard's got this in front of his Stratford fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please, for both of the fighters in this cage. After 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Doyle scores the contest 30-27. Judge Hanif scores the contest 30-27. And Judge Vandermeer scores the contest 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Xavier Spartacus Nash.
So Xavier Nash gets his first win in mixed martial arts since May 2017, a unanimous decision victory. And as we said, this was a guy dealing with a torn labrum, but a healthy, ready to go Xavier Nash. This is a guy that I think everyone wants to see fight again here in BTC.
Yeah, he showcased you know all aspects of MMA. Showcased jiu-jitsu, showcased wrestling, showcased striking. Really good performance. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he brings next in the next fight.
And one judge saw your kind of scorecard, saw it 29-28, gave Allard probably that second round, you'd think, especially with how he was working.
You know, or the third. You know, you see the pressure of Allard, and he landed some really good shots on the feet. It kind of depends what they're looking at, but overall, I think they got the decision right.